Let's go. Let's go. The final score in Denver is the Broncos 34, the Packers 26. Before I could continue, let me just say, sorry that you can't see me. I'm driving, and I don't want to have my phone, holding my phone while I'm driving. But I am just so happy that we win today by the final 34-26, giving us our 11th straight win, and we are clearly the best team in the NFL. Hands down. There's a close second, but we're clearly the best team. We have an 11-game winning streak. And at first, this loss was looking scary. This game was looking scary at one point. The first play, our first drive, we start to get some sort of rhythm on offense. We're doing good. Then R.J. Harvey makes a first down, then he fumbles the football. Packers recover. Packers go down, kick a field goal to lead 3-0. Then our next offensive drive stalls. Packers get the ball again. They go down the field and kick another field goal to lead 6-0. Then Bo Nix throws the ball in the end zone, and he's got Michael Bandy for a touchdown, and that gives us a 7-6 lead. And then Jordan Love. This right here I didn't understand how on second down we stop the Packers, and then they get I think it was a holding penalty, and Sean Payton declines it and gives it the result of a play of third down. And then Jordan Love throws it to Josh Jacobs to give them a 13-7 lead. The Broncos go down the field, and Bo Nix throws it to little Jordan Humphrey, giving the Broncos a 14-13 lead over the Packers. Then the Packers go down the field and kick it to tie it to lead 16-14. And the third quarter begins. The Packers get the ball to start the third quarter. They go down the field. They were starting to go down the field, and then we stopped them on third down, and then Riley Moss gets a controversial pass interference penalty, which did not really look like pass interference to me. I've seen a lot of players get away with a lot worse than that. And then the Packers then he hands it off to Josh Jacobs, the guy that owned us so much when he was with the Raiders, and he runs it in for a touchdown to give the Raiders a 23-14 lead over us. And this is when it looks scary. But the Broncos get the ball. Nix throws it, and he's got Sutton for a touchdown. It makes it cuts the lead at 23-21. And then our defense in the second half allowed Jordan Love to just 62 yards passing, and Bo Nix throws 4 touchdowns as he had 302 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and a Broncos 34-26 win as R.J. Harvey ran in for a touchdown. And our defense, they did great in the second half. And also Jordan Love threw 2 interceptions. One of them was by Riley Moss, who caught it, and the other was Patrick Surtain, who got another interception. It was time, and we brought Jordan Love to the ground 3 times today on defense, and we got this win. And all I must say is, what a great win for the Broncos, and the Packers still suck. The Packers still suck. Yep, the Packers still suck as they lose to the Broncos 34-26. The Packers just still suck. The Packers are a good football team, I must say. They're a good football team. But this win, we needed this win, and we deserve this win. We remain undefeated at home this year, and our defense Yeah, they gave up some big plays in today's game. They allowed Jordan Love to some big passes, but when it comes down to it, our defense will make the plays needed. Riley Moss had an interception, a way to redeem himself after that controversial BS pass interference, and PS2 got one too. But our defense, I mean, we're that team that sits there and we play some good football. That's what our team does. But it's like when the fourth quarter comes, we get it going. And we just we take care of business after that. You know, remember, we're 2 plays away from being undefeated. But this was a good defensive performance by our defense in that second half. And our offense, Bo Nix, had, in probably what has been so far the biggest game of his young career, really started to get things lit up. They really did. They really started to get. But I'm just so happy for the win, as we have now won 11 straight, is what we do. Now, we got another big test as we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars at home next week. And the Jaguars are a good football team. They won today 48-20 against the Jets. Well, they just beat the Jets. So true, but the Jaguars are a good football team. They're not 10-4 for no reason. They're a good football team, but mostly, I also like to say, as much as I hated to see them win, thank you, Chargers, for beating the Chiefs. And the Chiefs now are eliminated from the playoffs for the first time since 2014, and are probably gonna and may end up having their first losing season since they were 2-14 back in 2012. And also, other things that, and also in the game, Micah Parsons also injured his knee, and he may be done for the season too. I don't know. And it's funny how the Packers thought that Micah Parsons thought that he was the missing piece for their Super Bowl run this year. I'm not saying the Packers ain't going to make the Super Bowl, but but if you're going to now have to try to do it without Micah Parsons. Let me know what you think, if this game was good, what you liked about the game, what you liked from the performance, and let's get ready for the Jaguars. Let's go.